Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Now today's video is an exciting one because it's actually my first second-hand haul since giving birth. Now I gave birth to Aurelia 3 months ago, and during that time, for a variety of reasons, I haven't had time to go to the charity shops and it just hasn't been something that's been on my radar. But in recent weeks we've been going out much more. I've been wearing her on my front in a baby carrier, and it's actually been quite a nice little way to get out and about. It's an affordable little trip, and I found some really gorgeous things that I'm excited to show you. Now I'm currently filming this at 8 in the morning because it's the only time that I have available to film. So if I do have to do this in 2 separate parts because she wakes up for a feed, I apologise in advance. And for those of you that are new here, or for those of you that have been around for a while, you'll know this. I aim to buy around 90% of what I own secondhand, whether it be vintage, from charity shops, at auction, on eBay, whatever it might be. I really enjoy secondhand shopping and I love to share what I find on here with you. I love to hear about the things that you find as well. So if you've got any recent amazing finds, do let me know down below. I love reading your comments. Before I get started on the haul, I thought I'd quickly walk you through what I'm wearing today. I've got in some vintage secondhand earrings. These are from one of my really good friends' shops in Notting Hill. She's got a vintage shop. I'll leave the address to it down below because it's amazing. It's more kind of luxury secondhand. She's got lots of designer vintage pieces, and these are gold plated. I think they're early 90s. Absolutely love these. And my blazer today is also a little secondhand find. This is 100% wool. I got this in a charity shop. I think it was in Ipswich. And I can see here, made in West Germany. It's got this really gorgeous gold label. It's also got 2 spare buttons. Really good quality. This was a couple of pounds. And then I've just got a plain white tee on, which isn't secondhand. I do tend to get my white tees first hand, just because I like them to be like a fresh white, and that's a little bit harder to find on the secondhand market. In my jewelry today, I've got a diamond tennis bracelet on, which is lab diamonds, and then my Seconda watch, which is a brilliant dupe to the Cartier Panther watch. Again, I'll leave it linked below. It's under £40, I think. Absolutely love it. So let's get into the haul. First up, we've got a coat. Now this coat here was from the Kirkwood Hospice, which I believe is a charity that's based only in the north of England. I'm not entirely sure, but they have amazing things. If you're ever in West Yorkshire, try and visit some of their shops because the prices are brilliant, really fair pricing. And this is a stunning, made in England coat. It's 100% pure new wool, and you'll know I always check the fabric composition of items. I want quality items. If something looks great, brilliant, but if the quality doesn't match the look of it, I'm not as interested in the item. I feel these days people are choosing kind of aesthetics over quality, and I think that leads to sort of wearing things once or twice and then discarding them, whereas I would rather have something of much higher quality. So this here is a gorgeous full length black made in England coat. I paid £30 for this, so on the more pricey side of charity shopping, but I thought for this amount of coat at this quality, I couldn't really leave it behind. And it's got these gorgeous kind of shoulder pads. I just think it's so chic. Something that I'm trying to do more of this year is buy sort of more staple pieces. And I know we hear this phrase, staple items, kind of thrown around, but it is actually really something I'm trying to do because I'm trying to cut down my wardrobe. And I think the best way to do that is to have more easily styled items that I can mix and match without as much thought. And I have been putting a lot on Depop and Vinted, just trying to get rid of items that I'm not wearing. So this here is a brilliant addition to my wardrobe. It does need a good lint roll, and that's fine. I'm more than happy to put a bit of work into items that I buy secondhand, and you'll find that is often the case. You know, if you see something that you love, maybe it's got some hair on it that needs a lint roll, maybe it's got a little patch that needs sewing or something like that, I'm more than happy to put the work in if it's something that's good quality and a good price. Item number 2, and this is probably my favourite item from the haul. Now these I've already worn, so they haven't got a label on them anymore, but these were £4. These here are a pair of dark wide leg high-waisted jeans, and I just think these are so cool. I was a little bit dubious at first when I saw them. I wasn't sure if they were going to sort of suit me because I don't really tend to wear jeans, but recently I've fallen back in love with denim. I think that denim styled with a blazer, some chic pointed heels, or some nice platform chunky trainers actually looks really cool. So I've really been enjoying wearing these. Totally wide leg. I also love the pockets on these. I just think they have a very sort of contemporary look and feel, and at £4 I could not resist. And in this haul I've got a mixture of things for me, but also a couple of bits for Aurelia, so it was quite nice to find a couple of new bits for me. My sort of body shape has changed and my style is slowly evolving, I'm noticing. I found myself gravitating towards sort of more practical items. That's not to say that items that don't make me feel great and that look elevated and chic, but I'm wearing sort of more easy items, if you like, and then sort of dressing them up with my style, maybe a bright nail polish or something like that. So I really love these, and these were such a steal at £4. I can dress these down, I can wear them with a belt, and I just think they're really flattering as well. So if you are somebody that is short like me, don't be afraid to sort of play around with your style, because this is something that I never thought I'd wear, and I actually think they're really flattering on me. So really loving these. £4, can't complain. Now the next items I'm going to show you are not secondhand, but they are from a brand that I've shown on here before, and they're a brand that I really love, and a brand that I know a few of you love as well, and that's a brand called Wild. And they're a brand you might remember that I started using during my pregnancy, because I was looking for a deodorant that was natural, it was chemical free, it was parabens free. And what I love about Wild is they've got a range of products now that are all refillable, and this here is their Valentine's range, which are the cutest refillable containers in this little Valentine's love heart design. These look absolutely adorable in my bathroom, and Aurelia loves looking at them actually because they're quite a nice high contrast colour. So I've used their deodorant for a while, and I've recently started using their body wash and also their lip balm. As I say, all of the products are not only natural, they're also vegan, they're cruelty free, and their deodorant, because it's a natural formula, you can actually use it all over your body, not just under your armpits. So if you did want to use it, let's say behind your knees or wherever it might be that perhaps you're a bit conscious of, you can actually use it in other areas of your body, which is really nice. And for Valentine's Day, they've launched a new scent. It's called Peachy Kisses, and I absolutely love it, particularly the lip balm. It smells so fruity and delicious, but not in a kind of really synthetic way. All of their refills are plastic free. I think these make a really nice gift if you're doing Galentine's, or you're looking for a gift idea that has a more sort of natural approach to it. I actually gifted my sister a Wild deodorant for Christmas because they've got really gorgeous cases, and she absolutely loved it, and she's now a Wild convert. So I did want to mention this brand to you. If you do want to give Wild a go, or if you're already a lover of Wild, I do have a 20% off discount code. The code is Monica. I will leave the details down below in the caption, or you can use the QR code, which I will insert somewhere on the screen. Okay, next up, and these are some bits for Aurelia. These weren't actually from a charity shop, these were from online. I got these on Vinted, and I always buy Aurelia's clothes secondhand for a couple of reasons. The first reason being there's so much on the secondhand market for babies, because babies grow so quickly. Every item that we have, she probably wears for about a month before she's too big for it. So for me, unless it's a really special item, maybe it's for like a photo shoot or her first outfit or a gift, of course, the majority of her clothing is secondhand. And the second reason is you can get such a bargain on really nice baby brands. So the first two items I've got for her are actually by Laura Ashley. They are these absolutely adorable little baby grows, and I actually need to get these washed quickly because she'll be growing out of these so quickly. These are two Laura Ashley baby 100% cotton little baby grows, and I just love dressing her in very sort of like traditional prints. I don't tend to put her in anything that has like slogans on it or anything like that. I love putting her in florals, in kind of like little lace trims and little collars. I just think they look so cute on her. And by the way, update on Aurelia, I'm absolutely loving seeing her start to kind of come into her personality. She's now 3 months and a couple of days, I think, and in recent weeks she started smiling, laughing, she's starting to kind of like grab things. Yeah, I'm really loving seeing her personality slowly start to trickle through. I think in those early weeks when they're a newborn, they don't really do that much. They kind of feed and sleep, but she's now starting to really like look around, take in her surroundings, and it's just so sweet. So that's the first little outfit, and then the second one is very similar, but it's got like a smaller print on with these gorgeous bows all down the side, and I paid for these in total, including postage, £6.50. I think that's a really great price for Laura Ashley. Really gorgeous, immaculate condition. You do always need to check with baby clothes that there is no staining on the bum in case there has been a punami, so I always ask the seller, is there any stains on this? And usually they're very honest. So these are in immaculate condition, and I just think they are adorable. Now the second order that I got was actually something called a job lot, and this is something that I love to find secondhand, and it's basically when someone sells a big bundle of items all in one size, or all in one sort of theme. And this here was a job lot of baby cardigans. I think I got, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baby cardigans for £8. And the reason that I got these was, with it being so cold at the moment, I just thought it was a great way to kind of get a couple of cardigans at a good price, mainly in white, but they're really sweet little cardigans. Basically kind of all look quite similar, to be honest. There's a couple of different sizes. This is a little bit smaller. This one looks maybe about 6 to 9 months. We've got 3 to 6. But this one's really cute. It's got a little hood on it. How adorable is that? And then there's also a little pink one as well. This is John Lewis. And then I think a lot of them actually are hand knitted, which for the price I paid is just crazy prices. You'll know if you've watched my secondhand styler videos before, which I haven't done for a while, but I will be doing soon. Always look at those buttons. Buttons are a really great way to tell if something is good quality, because you'll often find these kind of fast fashion companies, they'll scrimp on the details like buttons, like zips and closures, things like that. So I always look at closures such as buttons, because that is a really great way to tell if something is of quality. Super cute, and I will be giving these a hand wash. I'm just looking at more of the buttons. These are so nice. These are like little flowers. Can you see that? It's like a little flower with pearls in the middle. So you can really see the difference there of quality versus kind of speed and just getting stuff out to sell. And that's why I love buying things secondhand. So that there is Aurelia's little clothing job lot. Moving on to the next item from the charity shops. I've actually got 2 homeware items, and I'm really excited to show you these. First up, and we've actually got something for Aurelia's nursery, which we've almost finished. And this here, I think it was £3.50 from the Forget-Me-Not Children's Hospice. And it's like a little cloud design. It does have a couple of chips on, so I do need to give it some TLC. I need to paint it. I absolutely loved this because her room has sort of like an ethereal energy to it. We've got some angels in there, a little cloud mobile. So when I saw this, I thought it was absolutely perfect, and it's got some little hooks on it as well. So we can use this to hang some of her clothes or her bathrobe or something like that. And I just thought for the price, it was brilliant. So we have inserted the hooks on the wall. I just need to touch up the little chips on it. I think this will look absolutely gorgeous. We can pop maybe some little decor bits on here or some books. So I do try to find as much as I can secondhand for the home, as well as clothing and accessories. And the second homeware item I got was this vase. Now, I have a bit of a soft spot for vases. I just always love a vase. Whenever I see them in secondhand shops, charity shops, I'm always drawn to them. And this one here I thought looked really high end. I feel like if I were to buy this first hand, you're looking at about £20. And this was £2.50 in the same shop as the wall hooks. And I think this looks so good with some long stemmed roses and things like that. And as I say, I think vases first hand can be really pricey. So I do always try to find the items that cost more in day-to-day life secondhand. Well, all items I try to find secondhand, but particularly items that are more expensive, I always love to keep an extra kind of sharp eye out for. And it's a really big size, and I like its simplicity as well. I think it's a really nice item just to have available for when you get gifted flowers, which is always a very welcome gift. Really happy with the home bits I found. And since we've moved to Northamptonshire, there are some really beautiful little villages dotted around. And now that I'm feeling more confident with going out and about with Aurelia in the car and carrying her in the baby carrier, there's a couple of villages that I've already kind of got on my checklist, my mental checklist, that I want to go and tick off. So I will be doing more hauls in videos to come. It's just taken me a couple of weeks to really feel confident in the car with her. I don't know if anybody else has had this when you've had a baby or you're looking after somebody else's child. You just feel much more anxious in the car with them because it's such a big responsibility having this little bundle of joy. So I started by just doing really small little trips, and now I'm going to start doing maybe longer ones, you know, half-an-hour drives to visit some of the surrounding villages. And I'm very excited to explore them and to really discover the area, because we're really enjoying it actually where we've moved to. There's lots of farm shops, the people are really friendly, so we're very happy here. We just need to start sort of integrating into society and making some friends and getting to know the area more. So all of that is to come. Okay, I do have one more item to show you. And this item is secondhand, but it is a luxury item. It wasn't from a charity shop, it was from a second-hand luxury bag page called Addicted to Handbags. I'll leave her linked below. I've bought a couple of her things over the years. I bought some Chanel earrings. I actually got my sister's 21st Louis Vuitton handbag from there, her birthday gift for her 21st birthday. I got her a secondhand Louis Vuitton. It wasn't just from me, we all put money in to get it for her. And this is a bag that I've had on my wish list for a long time. It's more of a mum bag. I'll stop talking, I'll show you it. So this here is my new Mulberry zipped Bayswater handbag. And this bag I got for less than half of the retail recommended price. So this bag typically retails on the Mulberry website right now for over £1,200, and I got it for less than 600. Granted, that is still a lot of money for a handbag, but I am just a handbag lover, and although I save money in other areas of my life, handbags are my soft spot, they're my weakness, and I love them. I really do. I love handbags. I love the designs of them. I love looking at the craftsmanship of them. I just really do love a good handbag. So this here is my latest edition. It's in this really gorgeous like taupe colour. It's actually a colour I've not got a bag in, and it's a really good size. What's nice about the Bayswater is you can open up the little flaps on the side to make it bigger. I personally prefer it without the flaps. I like it like that. It also comes with a large crossbody strap. It zips along the top as well, so it's a very nice secure handbag and a more sort of practical handbag by my standards. I'm the first to admit that a lot of my handbags are not the most practical. I do love a small little top handled bag, but now that I'm a mum, I need a bag that's a little bit more practical, and this bag I actually used for a sensory class this week with Aurelia, and I could fit everything inside it. I had her nappies, her muslin cloths, her portable changing mat, so it actually was a really great bag, but I didn't compromise on feeling stylish because I still want to feel like me. I want to be practical and functional, but I don't want to lose who I am, and part of who I am is, I like to think, somebody that really kind of enjoys dressing nicely and feeling good about myself, and that's important. So this is a new piece, and if you are a Mulberry lover, definitely check out Addicted to Handbags because she has brilliant pricing on there, and I really trust her website for authentic pieces. She's female owned. I think she's Scottish. I'm not sure if she's moved to London now, but I know that she's Scottish, and she's a really nice lady. She's called Jade, and she authenticates all of the items, and I just thought this was absolutely stunning. Now I can hear, I think Aurelia has woken up, so I've timed this video quite well. I am going to go and feed her breakfast now. This is her breakfast, but I hope you've enjoyed the secondhand haul. Let me know what your favorite item was. I would love to know. And if you do want to try out any of the natural products by Wild, I'll leave them linked down below with my 20% off code. As always, a huge thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you are not yet subscribed, please do. I would love to see you again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.